A literal boat ton of Tesla vehicles has been spotted in China. It looks like Tesla has ramped up production even higher this month versus last month, which is kind of insane. What does that mean for full year Tesla deliveries? Well, I don't know, but it means one thing for Tesla stock prices. Personally, I see them going up, 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 up. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Hope you've had an amazing day. Personally, as you know, I'm definitely a Tesla fan. I wouldn't call me a fanboy. I think people that are technically fanboys are generally just fans of one brand. They're obsessed with one brand. I'm pretty obsessed with multiple brands. BYD, I love XPeng. I think NIO makes great cars. Tesla, of course, as well. You know, Leap Motor, I love what Zeekr's doing. I would love the Zeekr 001. The latest update to that car with them giving a free new computer chips for that car with the Qualcomm, super fast speed chips. That's pretty cool that they've done that. You know, there's some really cool brands in China. There's some really cool car brands globally. I mean, to be honest, the Rivian R1T, that's freaking awesome. Really, let's be frank, Lucid does make some impressive electric cars as well. Probably not the kind of price I'd be looking to pay for a car, but that said, they're still pretty impressive. So, now, yes, I'm a Tesla fan, but I'm also a fan of many electric car brands. Personally, I think when you're a fan of one brand, you get a bit blinded to what's available, to a whole world of different possibilities and options. Here in Australia, right, there is so many people that are obsessed with Toyota. And, it's just like, it sickened me for years. The reason being that here in Australia, we have motoring journalists who review cars and they get paid by, Toyota and Honda and Ford and everyone else to advertise their products. And, generally I think they're still able to give a pretty honest review in spite of the fact that they're getting paid by those car companies. But anyway, that said, Toyota almost never ever wins reviews. Never. In the last 10 years, they have not. I mean, if you look at the number one selling vehicle here in Australia, it's the Toyota pickup truck, right? The Toyota Hilux. And that thing very rarely even places in the top 5, let alone I don't think it's ever placed in the top 3 in a comparison test with other pickup trucks like the Ford Ranger, other ones like the Mazda BT50. Then you've got the Volkswagen Amarok. And honestly, Toyota is never considered to be even in the top 3. Ever. Not a single year for the last decade. And yet, all the Toyota fans just keep on buying them. You know what they say? They're reliable. You know what the truth is? They're not. Toyota is getting sued constantly for their unreliable vehicles over the last decade. In particular, their unreliable diesel vehicles. Toyota struggles to make a diesel that doesn't have issues. That's the truth. So when you're a fan, when you're too much of a fan, you get blinded by your emotional fandom. That's not a good thing. But if you're a big fan of Tesla, I don't see that as such a bad thing. The reason being, right? Basically, if you're a fan of Tesla, you're supporting the electric revolution. You're supporting having cleaner air. You're supporting a movement that actually makes a lot of sense. And they do make very good cars. I mean, if you're going to review their cars, right, you'd say Tesla, let's say we reviewed, 10 different electric cars. Be very unlikely that an objective reviewer wouldn't say a Tesla would place in the top 3, right? So it's kind of fair to say, well, go and buy a Model 3, go buy a Model Y. They're good cars. The same can't be said about, say, for example, a Toyota Corolla. It's not leading edge. It's not top 3 in any review, ever. It doesn't make sense to be a brand fan unless that brand actually makes top-level cars. Now, a drone video in China shows a massive fleet ready for Q3 exports. Tesla China has encountered a boatload of challenges in the second quarter and this year in general. But the company is going to bounce back big time, as it already has last month with a record month, which was absolutely insane. Nearly 80,000 vehicles built from their factory in China. And hints of what's really going on at the Tesla factory in China show ramping up is going on big time. Now, as you probably are aware, if you've been watching my videos, Tesla is planning to be able to manufacture 22,500 electric cars per week by the 7th of August. 22,500 per week by the 7th of August. That would put them on a run rate of 1.2 million cars per year coming from their factory in Shanghai. I mean, they're planning on doubling the size of that factory by the end of next year. What's that? Run rate of at least 2 million cars coming from basically the same site, with a battery factory 3 kilometers down the road, CATL's battery factory. Now, a drone video taken at the local port about 6 kilometers away from Giga Shanghai showed a massive fleet of Tesla vehicles waiting to be exported around the world. So if you're waiting for a car, a Tesla, good news for you. You might be getting one soon. The fleet of Teslas spotted in the area was massive, with initial observations from the Tesla community saying that the vehicles numbered by the thousands. The majority of the Teslas that could be seen in the drone flyover were Model 3s. Local news reports have suggested that the vehicles could be en route to Europe soon. That would make sense because obviously the Model 3 is not manufactured yet in Berlin. The drone footage was provided by longtime Tesla watcher Wu Hua, who has been following the progress of the electric car maker's China operations since initial ground clearing activities began in the Giga Shanghai's complex in late 2018. According to the Tesla watcher, the gathering of the vehicles in Lushao port comes as Tesla China is emptying out Giga Shanghai's holding lots. Now, Teslarati says that this is not surprising because Tesla typically focuses the first half of a quarter on exports and the latter half on the domestic car market. Tesla missed a good number of exports, massive number of exports in the second quarter, thanks to Gigafactory Shanghai's production halt. So it makes sense for the company to double down and make sure that it exports as many vehicles as possible in the third quarter of this year, at least before Giga Shanghai needs to focus its resources for the local Chinese market. While Giga Shanghai's output is already extremely impressive, Tesla is working to ensure that its output in China improves in the near future. Back in February, reports emerged stating that Tesla is looking to double its vehicle production capacity in China by building another facility right next to Giga Shanghai. With both facilities fully ramped, Tesla will reach an output of at least 2 million EVs per year. I expect that to happen by the end of next year. That would make Tesla by the end of next year one of the largest car makers in the world in terms of its actual production. By that point, if Tesla can manufacture the following year, 2024, 2 million vehicles in China, which I believe is very possible and realistic, because I think they're going to be making a Model A, Model 2, a cheaper car, which I think will be a hatchback, and also there'll be a jacked up version, which will be an SUV version. That's what I'm calling it. I haven't heard anyone else saying this. This is just my speculation, but it makes sense that they'll do that. Once they're manufacturing that cheaper car, 2 million EVs coming out of Shanghai, 500,000 coming out of Texas, 500,000 coming from Germany, 1 million coming from California. That puts them at a run rate of 4 million cars per year. Then, assuming that companies like BYD take sales away from companies like Toyota, which they're doing right now, it means some of those bigger companies, their sales will drop as their sales get distributed to other companies who are manufacturing EVs en masse, right? There's going to be a real big change of the order of the biggest players in the market. And that's going to happen over the next few years. Very interesting to see how this plays out. I think if you've been watching this channel, you're going to have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen. BYD and Tesla, first and second, not in necessarily that order. Who knows what the order is going to be? It could be BYD in first. But whatever the case may be, I believe BYD and Tesla will be the two largest automakers in the world in 2030. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments section below. Am I being crazy here? Or am I making sense? I think what I'm saying makes sense. BYD and Tesla have a huge cost advantage versus the competition. I don't know that there's any other car maker on the face of the earth who's making essentially a 40% margin on their cars manufactured in China. That's why it makes total sense for Tesla to make another factory in Shanghai. They make more profit per car on vehicles manufactured there, even if they ship them anywhere else in the world. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails from people saying Tesla are about to lose their factory in China. The Chinese government don't need them anymore. What else have people been telling me? They've been saying Tesla will be usurped by the Chinese government. All these kinds of things I've been getting sent. I think I've received like 30 emails like that over the last maybe 1 or 2 weeks from different people. Please, just stop. Just stop. Tesla needs China. China needs Tesla. That is not changing anytime soon. Think about it, right? More of Tesla's cars made in China go outside of China. Who makes profit from those? China. Who makes profit from when Tesla sells Tesla cars in China? China. It's a symbiotic relationship. That is the truth. Whether you like it or not, conspiracy theories don't really add up. They're just theories. The reality is here that China needs Tesla and Tesla needs China, and it's going to stay that way. But let me know if you agree with that. Do you think I'm right on that, or do you think I'm wrong? Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, remember, the world is getting better. Not worse. It's getting better every day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.